Don't mess with Texas. Have you heard that before? Sanctuary cities now banned in the state after Governor Greg Abbott signed the bill into law overnight. Now, Governor Abbott joins us right now. Governor, what does this mean?
Well, first of all, I was proud last night to sign this law. This law effectively bans sanctuary cities in the state of Texas. What it means is that no county, no city, no governmental body in the state of Texas can adopt any policy that provides sanctuary. Second, what it means is that law enforcement officials such as sheriffs are going to be required to comply with ICE detainer requests. What this law is going to do is to engender greater cooperation between local law enforcement and federal officials so that we ensure that everybody is going to be simply following the law. Now, think about this, Brian. Isn't this quasi-insane that we have to pass a law to force law enforcement officers to comply with the law?
So give me an example of complying. For example, if I pick somebody up and I'm a local sheriff, and if they are somebody that cannot provide any paperwork, do I now have to call ICE?
No, sir. That is not what the law says. If someone is apprehended, taken to jail, what is done is a request is run through a computer system to find out whether or not there is an ICE detainer request pending. If there is, communication needs to be made with ICE. If there is not, nothing else happens other than the usual local law enforcement process.
So if a sheriff or a mayor does not comply with what the governor says, you said they could face ramifications. What ramifications?
Right. First, by them not complying, what that would mean is they have adopted a policy that promotes sanctuary city policies, which means that they would be not complying with the law. If they do promote sanctuary city policies, what it means is they could be subject to jail time. It means they could be subject to being removed from office. It means that their city or county could be subject to fines and penalties of up to $25,000 per day.
Wow. So here's what Sylvia Garcia says. She's a state senator. She says, quote, "I'm afraid this legislation will lead to harassment and profiling of Latinos. And this is the last thing any of us would want. This bill would go from a broken taillight to a broken family to a broken faith in our system." Does she have legitimate concerns?
That is nothing but wild rhetoric that's divorced from reality. First, remember this, and that is the people who are coming into the United States, especially across the border in Texas, are coming not just from Mexico. In fact, most of the people coming across the border in Texas are not from Mexico. They are from people around the entire globe. So this has nothing whatsoever to do with those who are Hispanics, point one. Point two, most of the Hispanics who are in the state of Texas are here legally, and they have absolutely nothing to worry about. Point three, it is illegal for a law enforcement officer to racially profile anybody. And so if somebody does that, the law enforcement officer will be in a lot of trouble themselves. This is simply a mechanism such that when someone who has a criminal record who is wanted by ICE, they're going to be held and detained and turned over to ICE. If you are here, regardless of what your status, and you have not committed a crime that makes you subject to an ICE detainer, you have no problems whatsoever.
Got it. So the governor's doing what the president wanted the whole country to do, but right now it's been stuck in the court systems. You're not waiting for it to get unstuck. Governor Greg Abbott, thanks so much.